Hi guys, it's Talena and welcome to Tal's World. I wanted to come on here and have an open discussion about mindset and how to achieve the best mindset. No one's perfect. I do want to say that. No one will be perfect, but there's always a way to present yourself where you're wanting to grow. When people don't want to grow and continue to be immature and have a low vibration and a negative mindset, it affects the opportunities that come into their life. The It affects their whole life, honestly. I don't know how to explain that other than it affects their life. For me, as I was hanging around people who didn't want more for their life, I became one of those people who did not want more for my life. But then, I had a moment where I was sitting by myself, and I started to do some introspection of like where I wanted to be in my life and who I needed to be around in my life. And so once I did that, I then became the person that I was longing to be. Like, it's crazy. So on a speak back in like 2018, I was very much in a very low vibration, like very fucking low vibrations, okay? And what came of that was a lot of destruction, a lot of hurt from people, a lot of feeling abandoned, and all the things. Struggling with showing up for myself and other people. And so eventually, like I said, I went in isolation mode. I went in hermit mode where I decided to just work on myself. And it took literally 2 years. 2 years to really fully like heal some deep shit, like 2 whole years. And honestly, it doesn't feel like it was 2 years, but like when I was in it, I was in it, my guy. I was in it. And I I then began to develop like worthiness and love for myself that I was not experiencing a couple years prior to that. Also, do you guys see this? Do you see that? It's like it's like my skin is brightening up. I don't understand what's going on, but like it's only happening right there. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So but yeah. How I dealt with this was like I said, how did I deal with becoming myself and stepping into my true power? And I would say balancing my divine feminine and divine masculine. I think I want to speak about what divine feminine and divine masculine really means before I go into how I did what I did. So divine feminine is when you are very much nurturing and you attract the things that you want in your life, and you are able to expand. So if we are looking in the aspect of childbirth, women sit for 9 to 10 months with a child in their stomach, and they are developing a whole human to become their own human. Like they're literally becoming a human. Like a human's becoming a human inside of another human. Like that shit is fucking mind blowing. Like that's some wild shit. Like I don't think anyone really has digested that information. Like there was nothing there, and now there's fucking something. Like, and it lives crazy. Okay. And so if you look at that, women are there to nurture and take care of themselves so they can then take care of a baby that's inside of them. And so as a divine feminine, because men are also divine feminine people as well, they have divine femininity in them, is whenever you tend to your hobbies and your likes and the people that you love, you're tending to them. Tend means to cultivate. Cultivate means to care for people or things or whatever it is. So when you're able to care for, step into your divine feminine and care for people. So some people are very blocked. They don't want to care for people because they've been hurt, whatever it is. And it's like everyone has to go through some hurt. That's just the fucking way of life, you know? Going through hurt is not going to be the end of the motherfucking day, though it does hurt. Because hurt people, right? But it's not going to be the end of the day when you do get hurt. But you need to know how to forgive. And that's another thing with being in your divine feminine and stepping into that energy, is you learn how to forgive. Forgiveness is going to bring truth. Forgiveness is going to bring truth. Forgiveness is going to bring more opportunities and love and people who want to be with you and near you. Okay? So, as, like I said, a divine feminine, it's important to have empathy for people around you, because once you don't, you're very much in that divine masculine energy. And so divine masculine energy, I can step into that one. Divine masculine energy is energy where you are very controlling in a way. So this is kind of like the negative aspect of divine masculine, but control has balance. Control means you control the things that you are able to control and not people. And people love to control other people, but that's not what you should be controlling. What you should be controlling is your income flow. What you should be controlling is your education. Are you making good grades? Like, what you should be controlling is that morning routine. What you should be controlling is the things that you insert into your body, meaning foods, people, things. All right, so energies, entities. All right, so that's what a divine masculine is. It is to build upon the foundation. Okay, so once you're able to nurture it, so first of all, once you're able to build something, we got to start at the foundation. We have to build it. Okay, that's usually a very divine masculine energy. Once you're able to build on it, you have to nurture it, and that's when you step into that divine feminine. And so as a business owner, as an entrepreneur here, I do both. I very much try to keep that very much balance. When the money isn't flowing, I know I'm not nurturing enough. I'm not stepping into my divine feminine at the moment. So I sit back, I observe, I listen, and I see what I am lacking in. Okay, after that, I continue to build. I say I need this structure. I need to put this policy into place. I need to do this because it seems like when I don't put these things into place and I'm not straightforward, I'm not making money. Okay, so what I say all to say, like, this happens in so many ways. This happens in relationships. So in a relationship, there can be someone who is a male and they're in their feminine energy. There can be a woman who is a woman that is in their masculine energy. And as a person who grew up with someone who was very much in their masculine energy, though they're a female, I dealt with a lot of being put into a place and being put into a box where I was like, I don't want to be in a box. I don't like this box. Like, can I do another box? No. You have to do this. And I'm like, I don't like this. This is not fun for me. And eventually, once I became older and started to speak up for myself, I was able to put myself in the box that I wanted to be put in. And I can move and control the box. So, in many relationships that I have in my life, I've seen myself setting boundaries. And that's another important thing when you are in both energies, in the masculine or feminine energy. You have to set boundaries. Without setting boundaries, then there's a what am I trying to say? Things can slip through the cracks. Things can slip through the cracks, and you can't get upset because you never had set the boundaries. So once you set the boundaries and then they still cross it, then that's really on them. You decide how you want to move forward in that relationship, whether you want to stay or whether you want to go. And so I've had to do that for the last 4 years. I feel I've set a lot of boundaries, and I've put myself in a space where I have peace, because I can't allow someone to dictate how I am going to show up, how I'm going to love. I can't have a hardened and a hard soul and heart because they refuse to seek the truth. Going back, I feel like I said this. I've started this live a couple times, so I don't know what the fuck I said at the beginning. But truth will set you free. And truth is your heart chakra. And truth is love. And truth is God. And truth is all the things that you fear. Most people fear truth. But truth is what is going to get you past certain levels in life where you feel like no one's with you. Truth is also going to heal some of that generational trauma. And I want to speak about that. I do yoni steams and Reiki, and I definitely deal with a lot of people who have a lot of root and sacral and solar plexus blockages. And those blockages usually deal with worthiness. That's that solar plexus here. It's like right here, right here, right here. Okay, that sacral is right at your tummy here. That root chakra is at your vaginal or your genital area, and so that's where that yoni steam comes in, where I do yoni steams to release some of that tension and release some of that trauma. And also, of course, it has actual skin benefits and tissue benefits, where I'm tightening your tissues, or I'm helping with skin elasticity, or I'm helping those juices flow better in that area, depending on what herbs and things that I use. So book with me. I do concierge only right now. So book with me if you're in Atlanta, chosenbythebody.com. But also, like I said, I do Reiki. My Reiki, I start at usually the third eye. You are not able to see with just these two eyes, babe. You have to open this to see where you are going to go and how you should move forward. The third eye is so important. It's a very, very much divine feminine energy. Divine feminine is very whimsical and very dark. But so like this energy right now with daylight savings has been helping me step more into my divine feminine, because it's very, like I said, the divine feminine, it's a part of the moon and the water. It definitely rules that. Okay, so when since it's becoming dark earlier, I'm able to tap in to my true self. I'm a very feminine individual, but I've been forced to be in my masculine energy as a child, until recently, to like, so I'm able to now, like, embody that fully because I'm an adult. But like I said, as a child, I was definitely very much my masculine energy, trying to take care, provide, provide. And I do provide. I provide for myself, and then I will provide for you. I provide for myself, and then I provide for you. As a friend, as a partner, as a family member, I provide for myself, and then I provide for you. Okay, so that's so important, because that will then tap into that worthiness that we were talking about. Because you can't just be like, yeah, to like a friend or whatever, like telling them, yeah, you can do this, this, and this, and this, and then knowing that this is stuff that you want as well, but you haven't provided it for yourself. So telling a friend this, it shows that you're very much your divine masculine energy, and you don't feel worthy of it. So how do you start feeling worthy of it? Forgiving, seeking truth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how you're gonna start. And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take reflection. And it's gonna take introspection. It's gonna take being alone sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's gonna require being alone, because when you're not alone, you have so many distractions from other people, from other like places, whether that's friends and family that you have to be alone from, like, or step away from. That's okay. That doesn't mean you have to isolate yourself. Let's be clear. There's a good there's there's a difference between stepping away to introspect, and there's a difference from stepping away from introspection, or isolating. Isolation isn't what we're trying to do. We are trying to gather our own thoughts, because you have to be your own individual. As you came into this world as an individual, you will have to leave it as an individual, okay? So I feel like there is endless possibilities for people who seek balance. You're not perfect. Not everything will always be balanced. But once you seek balance and seek truth, you embody that infinite love. And that infinite love forgives. That infinite love understands. That infinite love sees the future. But you have to be willing to be open to receive. And I think that's so important. I feel like I've gotten out what I mainly wanted to speak about with dealing with weak-minded people. But weak-minded people just need to seek truth and love. And once they do that, you're just open. I don't know how to keep explaining that. All right. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you found some clarity in the words that I said, and let's chat about it in the chat, all right? Or in the comment section, all right? Subscribe. Okay, bye. Thank you.